And good evening everyone and welcome to this Monday's episode of Forgotten Roles. Are we in episode 29?
28.
28? Okay. Sure, almost in our 30s. Great. So, once again, further ado. Last time you ventured into City of Charn, a great city, the Calitron Empire capital city. Has 3 layers of ranks, so to speak. Currently you are on the first layer. There are seemingly the first layer where you are, the common folk. Second layer where there are soldiers with a bit higher ranks than above your average soldiers. And the third layer, well, you didn't gather too much information about that, but generals, politicians and such travel on this layer, and of course the castle layer, the fourth separate layer in the city. You got some information about what's been going on. What all kind of information did you actually collect?
A lot, actually.
Well,
But it's only found on layer 3.
Exactly. So, the library you investigated through, I guess, spend your time there. There was a lot of information, though parts of it was hidden, and there were notes that you have to travel to higher layers of the city to gain this information. Some on the second, some on the third, and some on the castle layer. You also went to thinking about how to get to the higher layers. You got an opportunity to quickly raise up your ranks and maybe meet the queen. There was a kind of a taskmaster that you talked to that had a task for you to kill our old friend Nesrul Gizer. He's wanted for something.
Killing of his sister, I think was the...
Possible.
Yeah, because we found the wanted posters from the library.
Okay, it
So
was
that's
mentioned.
so-
Yeah, it was mentioned there. Betraying the queen. And of course you can grind your way up with a bit smaller
Dungeon quests.
dungeon quests, your typical D&D
Yeah,
stuff.
what, about 200 or so, and we might get to second layer.
You may. You would have to start a soldier's life. Join the empire and their soldiers, so to speak.
Not gonna happen.
On other hand, we get 5,000 gold coins if we kill Nesrul.
Yeah, you do. The price was quite high.
Maybe Ness would also like to get rid of the queen now that he's wanted.
Yeah, I think we should probably find Nez and ask him, does he want to die or...
Okay, we lost you for second.
He said I could read his lips or something.
Or does he want to die?
Twice, okay?
Hmm.
Okay. Well, he's got the handy cape we could use to climb the walls and the layers. Maybe we could send him a message and ask how he's doing. How you doing, man? Would you like to kill the queen? I know you're wanted.
Well, I think there's quite many people that want Amanita dead, but killing her is no simple task. Because if it was, it would have already been done.
Just a moment. Just discuss. I will open our dashboard and maybe pop up the chat here. Like that.
And then there's the possibility to get some help from the entity in the chain. He only needs 10 souls.
But Nezu is like 1.
Yeah, but there's a city full of souls. We just need to pick the nasty ones. No harm in that, in my eyes.
Or if you want to go with that plan, we can always like. Well, I think I said it during last game also, but we can check the like lowest bounties wanted dead and use them for that.
Now there's a good idea.
But most likely it will take quite a lot of time to get 10 bloods with that method.
Maybe.
Why is that Discord so laggy?
Or maybe
Once again.
it's just that webcam.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Because I think it's only that one.
Yeah. Randomly working. Yeah. Currently you are here out on the streets discussing this. It's early in the morning, no one's hearing you. Snow's falling, the first rays of sunshine are getting through the clouds again.
And we really don't know what kind of help will the creature in the chain offer once he gets those poor 10 souls.
Yeah, the worst case scenario is that you become even more bound to him, even more than you are now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how is that possible? He already has my life.
Not the dude, not the other guy. We are talking about the thing that wants the souls, not the one that the bloody lady.
And he has your life, but not your body yet. Those 10 souls are an offer, a sacrifice. You never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, you might be right. Don't much know about these things. First cursed chain in my possession.
I hope you won't make that a habit. Collecting some cursed stuff.
Yeah, me too.
Has the creature in the chain been talking to us? Well,
Not today.
not today.
But meanwhile
Not
you were
today.
meanwhile you walked to Charn
Mhm.
from the last destroyed town, city. There were some mentions about how many days you have left. Nothing besides that.
So the other dude didn't show up.
Well, didn't show up. Yeah.
So, which one will it be? Natural or 10 random dudes?
What do you mean 10 random dudes?
For the souls.
I mean, shouldn't we first get to the second layer or something?
Well, you never know. Maybe the chain thingy will just pop out and done.
Yep, that's what I'm hoping. 10 souls, all problems go away.
Or it might
But we
just,
really don't know, do we?
or it just might be a douchebag and say, well, that was payment for those 10 souls, but you still owe me your soul and you have no new target to kill.
Or you get the first 10 souls, that you get promoted to assistant, possessed, and advance to the next level of the pyramid scheme of collecting souls.
Yeah, the bloody lady didn't look that trustworthy.
Neither of the options is. I don't think either of the options is really good, but we don't really have the time to ponder about it too much.
Which one would you say is the faster one?
Well, Ness could be anywhere in this world, basically, or in this continent.
And doesn't likely want to be found.
And we have like what? Under 2 weeks left.
I think like 20 days or something.
Well, 3 weeks basically.
But math hasn't been my strong suit.
So basically, it's 3 weeks. I don't know, 20 days. We're not traveling to. Let's say Ness is still in.
Fed, yeah.
I highly doubt that.
But if he is in Fetch for some bizarre reason, it will take us like much of that 20 days to even travel there, assuming we get there.
Can you just cast some magical spells and ask him? Would he kindly tell us where he is?
Would
Well,
he
I
kindly let
could,
us kill him?
basically. Can you repeat that?
That would he kindly let us kill him?
Yeah, you could ask that while you're on it.
Why should we kill him?
Because I took wrong spell when I leveled up.
Excuse me? Oh.
Or ask him if he has 10 spare souls
Yeah,
hanging around.
Yeah, that's not suspicious at all. Yeah, I would need to remind myself how to cast the spell, so I cannot do it now. But I could contact him, but we need to come up with a really good excuse to contact him, like asking, hey, we noticed that you are wanted, where are you? After we have already almost killed him. It's not suspicious at all.
Isn't there like any
You
other
might be
quests
right.
we could do?
Where are you asking for a friend?
Yeah, I have a friend who wanted to know where you are. That works always.
The spell is not that easy, so I'm not going to cast it willy-nilly. So if we contact him, we need to come up with a good message to send him, so he won't get suspicious. But if he set up ask where he is, it's gonna be pretty suspicious already.
Lada is at this point just not minding any business in your discussion. Kind of lost you there about having to do something with 10 souls. Just carving up some snowballs and kind of just smashing them to the building's wall that are nearby. Still Den in her other hand. On her other hand. Decisions, guys.
Well, Camus didn't give us too much information. Or have you told everything about what happened inside?
I guess. Basically, he offered me 2 jobs. Kill Nesur or do these dungeon dwelling thingies, and you might get to 2nd level someday.
Those were all the jobs they had.
Well, all the jobs he offered me. Well, okay, there was some dudes who just went and before me, and they went to like get some stuff from boats and carry them to city and so on, but that I don't think that will help us.
And people are coming and going. They have different notes, each seemingly. They are talking about, as you said, getting to the harbor, getting items from the ships, getting items from the shore, go gather some woods from the woods. Logs from the woods and such.
Please.
Yeah. And not all of them seem to be soldiers exactly. There are some common folk amongst them. Yeah, various kinds of quests offered.
I walk in.
Okay. There's still a smaller line.
Smaller line. Okay, I stand in line. Is there any notice boards?
Not exactly. There are these wanted posts.
How many?
About 20 or so,
Mhm.
different kinds. Various prices from 10 golds to some low-level hijacker or someone who was caught up in a bar fight. His name is known, but nothing else. Brings you justice and such. The highest price point, if we exclude Ness, would be around 200 gold.
And what kind of people are those in that price range?
Smugglers, small-time criminals, such.
Smugglers, eh?
Oh yes, there was a mention about this woman that was seemingly the leader of the camp.
This is where I was going.
He didn't offer that job to me.
No, but you
Mentioned it.
mentioned, and it was at the library. I think I
No,
described
it was.
before.
It wasn't in the.
Okay.
in the
If it
library.
was in the library, then you should also
Yeah.
have heard it. No,
Okay, I walk
I
to
think
the-
It was in the library.
I wait. No, it wasn't. Because only wanted posters we watched, looked at the library were Ness's and also the Ferris.
Hmm.
I wait till it's my turn.
Takes around 15
Well,
minutes.
technically, you did go through every one of those, so you should have seen that poster in there.
Maybe you did, but didn't look into
Mhm.
it too much. The Nez there took most of your attention anyway.
Okay.
So, yeah, you get to the front of the line. Yeah.
What is it about the hedgehog show of the slavers?
Your typical smuggler has a camp somewhere in the woods.
How much
East.
contribution, if I can point a location on map?
Contribution?
Well, I assume I need contribution points to get up the level.
Oh, well, not exactly contribution points, but you'll be noticed by time and you'll be called in, have a chat, and maybe we'll get you up. Contribution points, it's not exactly like that, so get noted. If you point a direction, well, snitches are not exactly your favorite common folk here, but a
Regarding
few of
that,
those.
we had this quest while in Europe, but we noticed the difficulty was too high for us to do anything, and while we followed the slavers, we know that their route and two places where do they camp. Does that amount for anything?
Well, keeping that information would be illegal already, so anyway, takes a map, just lays it down. It's the same map you have seen previously. Everything else cut out except the rural Calitron area and the western side of the mountain range. And gives you a pen. Please point it up.
I mark up the plain forest camp and a date when they were there, and also the route we took and followed them to the west side of the shallow passage mountain range.
Okay. Would you throw a nature check?
Really, I have the feature of wait, not there. It's in my description. Sorry, wanderer. Excellent memory of maps and geography. You can always recall the general layout of the terrain, settlements, and other features around you. And because I have the maps with me, and we took the route.
Yep,
I
sounds
assume.
reasonable. Okay, sure. You remember it pretty accurately. Mark it down. Yeah, I don't think we have scouted that far exactly.
Do we still have the number of the guards?
Yeah, do you?
Because Kamos took note, and I drew the campaign forest layout.
Do you show it to him?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. It looks it interestingly. How did you come up with this?
Well, as I said, in Europe we took this open-ended quest to apprehend these criminals, but their forces were way too big for us to handle and we couldn't get any help.
Did you went to the camp?
We had a spy amongst them.
Sure.
And also
That's clever.
we entered the camp at night time.
That's dangerous.
Really. Luckily we didn't get caught.
Did you happen to see? Takes another pile of papers. Here, just lays out a picture in front of you. A picture with red-haired woman.
The lady who was sitting on the...
Yeah, has a what's it called, Stetson, kind
Okay.
of a cowboy hat and dreadlocks. Seems to be exactly the same person.
Yes, this person was only visible at the last night before their departure from the Plain Forest camp. But I saw her, yes. Who is she?
Well, it's just a rumor, but leader of the Camp Plain Forest. They call her the one who slaves.
The one who slaves.
Yeah.
Okay.
People go disappearing. Your charmed common folk, European people, even people from Far East have reported to go missing. Even further, animals, forbidden animals such as lions, panthers, and such, a problem to the queen.
Okay. She seems very cautious.
Well, I heard they move around every week or 2 or 3. People who talk about them seem to go missing or found dead from the city, so be careful.
Well, if this conversation doesn't go beyond us, then I'll think I'll be fine. Just fine.
I think you'll be.
How much for her arrest?
The wanted poster says a bit average, above 1,000. So it's 1.5.
1.5k. Oh, nice.
So we could send a scouting party. That'll take a few days to gather. Would you be willing to go with them? Show the place, maybe?
Possibly. I still have things to do with my companions, but maybe they are also willing to participate.
You're not in the Calitran Empire army yet, are you?
No, I'm a freelancer.
You would have to join.
Blade for hire.
You would have to join if you wander up with them.
In that case, maybe this map will just suffice for you.
Leave your contact information here, where to find you, and we'll provide a proper payment if the advisement was deemed to be useful.
Alright, I give him the place, wait, where is it? did I write it down? The
Pip's place?
yeah, Pip's place.
Ocean Tempest.
And my name is Gosken Gorba.
Grorva.
Grorva. Kurva. Gosken Kurva.
Kosken Grorva?
Grorva.
Sure.
Pip's
Okay,
place.
Mr. Grorva, I think we are all set.
Thank you for your time. And if I want to turn in some wanted personnel, may I copy those?
Sure. Just a moment. I have takes a smaller folder of files and to you.
Oh.
Yeah, they're already printed out.
Oh, thank you. And I stuff it in my cloak and farewell.
Very well. You seem quite able. Are you sure you don't want to join the army? You see the world. Go south.
I bet I would. And wave as I keep heading to the door.
Your loss. Outside.
Yeah. Well, I managed to get some bounties, if you are interested. And also the information about the slavers' camp in Plain Forest might have had some value. I also sold that information.
How many contribution points did you get for that?
Well, not points per se, but in few days, if the Empire's scouting party finds the camp and maybe apprehends some of them, we are rewarded, I guess. But that will take at least, give or take, week.
How much did you tell them?
About the camp,
Yeah.
their where they are situated, what route they took to the second location, and approximate number of personnel. Also, they gave me the information about the leader. It seems to be a woman who they call the one who slaves, and there's a quite hefty price on her head. 1.5 thousand.
Well, that's quite a fitting name.
Oh,
But wait a moment, if there's no contribution points, how do we measure when we are ready? And do we all get the same reputation, or are you the only one who gets it?
Well, I talk about
How does it get
I
distributed?
told them that me and my companions, so probably it amounts to all of us, or not. But it seems that if you really want to climb, you need to join the army. They were quite keen on recruiting me.
Well, if you get to the second level instantly, if you're in the army, that would make things at least a lot faster.
Do you get there instantly though?
Not sure though. I thought the second level was for military. Maybe it's just like higher ranks, generals, just such lieutenants.
I think that he said generals are on third layer, so
Yeah, but not sure if the infantry gets to the second level.
We need to ask few Soldiers then.
Didn't the guy... No, never mind. I didn't hear that. Most likely.
No, didn't say. You could ask.
But maybe within these bounties we could find some good souls or whatnot. How many of them are wanted dead?
The bounties.
Yeah, if I peruse through, is it mostly like apprehend or kill?
Almost all of them are dead or alive. The higher ranks, let's say top 5, are found dead. Or
Oh. Well, at least they do not want to torture their prisoners.
yeah, but they just straight on kill them.
Yeah.
Is the guy who was causing commotion on bar also wanted dead or alive?
Yeah.
Oh
Where the
man.
fuck?
Well, that's
Maybe he said
illiterates
that.
for you.
Maybe he started the fight while saying that the queen's mother smelled like elderberries.
Possible.
Shh. I wouldn't speak about the queen.
Like that anyway.
About these bounties, are they marked like in location wise?
Not exactly. There are description of last seen locations around a tavern, inn, or south or north or west from the Charn city. So nothing too exact.
Is there any common nominators in the wanted posters? Why are they wanted?
Fights, smuggling, illegal trades, not paying taxes. Such.
Wanted dead. Fuck. Serious business.
The wanted
Is there
posters do not give you exactly the warm welcome into the court of justice.
Wanted dead. Alright.
Maybe their prisons are overflowing and now they just kill on sight.
Or maybe they don't have prisoners at all. They cost money to keep up. If you just get rid of people, that's way easier. For them at least.
Well, what do you wanna do? This much information I could gather. They really seem to want people in the army.
I don't really want to join any army besides ours.
Sorry?
If that, I don't enjoy my neighbor doing some drilling. I'm not really fancy joining any army besides ours, and even if that. So that you don't want to, but
Technically you are already.
sort of yes.
If we could say that the defense force is kind of army.
Well, if you are a part of some force, you are in the army, in my books.
Guess I am then.
But yeah, I think we could find some actually rotten enough apples from this bunch that we could, well, sacrifice for the chain.
Yes. So
How do you sacrifice anything to it anyway?
probably like slit
I was
tail.
thinking about throwing with the chain at them and yelling, "There you are, food."
Yeah, I think it's most likely something more like you slit their throat and jam the chain down there, so it can suck it dry. It did say bloods.
Oh boy. Seems like I don't much know about these sacrificing rituals. Never thought it was that nasty.
But we still don't know what the creature in the chain will actually do when it gets 10 bloods or souls, whatever it is.
It's been quite quiet. Haven't heard any word of it.
Maybe it's afraid.
Of what?
Well, I point towards the castle.
Could be.
Did the angry bloody lady say maybe he can help you? I mean,
Something
a point
around
that
something
it was a
around
man.
those. She said that you would get help, or she would think about it that you would get help, and most definitely you would get help given the 10 bloods.
But was it especially said that he?
She didn't describe which is going to do anything. The chain or the woman itself.
Did she use the word it?
Can't remember.
I mean, if we are going to discuss about the creatures in the chain, we should use she for the woman and he for the other dude.
Did you just presume there?
Yes, I did. Hang me. If we don't see next time, you know what happened.
Yeah, offline.
Yeah.
And which band?
Nice.
So to even get to the second level, we would basically need to enlist in the army, which I'm not gonna do, but even temporarily. And even if we enlist into the army, it will take we need to complete these bounties or whatever to even get there. Or we need the 10 bloods for the creature, which is going to do abuse also, since we don't know what will happen.
And will it do the thing right away, or like, let's say that we contact Ness and ask if he's having a hard time with the Queen's bounty on him, and tell that we still have the chain, So if you could sneak into the castle with the fed chain and throw it somewhere close underneath, maybe the thing can wreak havoc or something. We don't have to do anything.
So who is going to the castle?
Yes.
How on earth do you think he can get to the castle?
You
He has a
remember,
bounty on his head.
well, you remember that climbing cape thingy he used.
Oh, that's true.
And I think he might have other tricks in his sleeve also.
But why would Nez...
Because he's
Sacrifice.
wanted. He's going to be running for rest of his life if he doesn't get rid of the queen.
That's a bold plan, but
Yeah, and
kinda like it. I
Yeah,
don't
and,
think that Ness will agree to it though, but might.
even coming to the you have a high bounty on your head, and you come to the capital of the empire.
The last
It's a
place
bounty on
where
you.
they would look for him.
Yep, that's crazy enough to actually work, I think.
You could ask.
Yeah, I can ask.
Yeah, because what are we gonna lose? We can't find him if he doesn't want to be found. It's not like you could conjure him here. So why not ask if he would want to take part in our crazy plan?
Take part in our stupid ass plan. Yeah, I can remind me. I need to basically relearn to cast the spell. So I will do that in the evening.
Yeah, sure.
And
it would take-
while I'm doing that, I want you to format a message to him, because you came up with the idea.
You want me to write a message
Write it
to him?
down so I can just basically read it to him.
Yeah.
Okay, how many words?
25 words or less.
Alright, I'll start forming up a letter.
Okay, you start taking your time. Do you go back to the inn or so? Just wander off the city?
Speaking of messages, is there couriers or something in the city?
Perception.
$21.
Holy.
Can't see any.
Thanks.
Yeah. Strikes you odd. There are no post offices, mail offices, anything of that kind to send a message to anywhere.
Not even any guards with a message back or something.
Well, another perception, if you're looking for that.
11.
Some are.
Okay, I could use that.
Most of them being guardsmen that are just walking away from the city itself and with horses.
But not any like going to the inner levels.
Doesn't look like it. Still, you haven't figured out how to get to the inner levels though.
Yeah.
So, you get back to the inn, wander off around the city, and you take your 4 hours of long rest, up to change your spells.
Yes.
Message is
Not ready.
not ready.
Maybe you should like take a tour around the city.
Diablo reminds Tall that the Ness is able to reply, but and he can recognize that I sent the message, but if he hasn't experienced it before, he might be confused. So if there's enough, if there are spare words, it would be good to remind him, to tell him that I'm doing this.
Oh, okay.
And meanwhile, Morgran goes to have a walk around the lower section of the city, looking mainly for any sewer entrances, ceilings that would be as high as the next level's
Okay.
walls, or any other physical means of entry in the next level.
Okay, sure.
And
Investigation.
ten plus, was it 6 or something? So it was investigation.
Yeah.
11.
Highest you can find is, it's clear, it's halfway there, round, so
How many feet
around 50
distance
left.
between the platforms?
Around 50 left. So it's, the wall is quite high.
Yep.
And about sewers, you can find some, but it always comes up to the point that they either live away from the city, kind of the sewers are drawn out to the river itself directly, but nothing to the upper levels. The craftsmanships and the architectural levels have been designed such that it's an isolation kind of a thing. There's no way to kind of a sneak in like that into the higher levels.
And then, is there a graveyard in the city?
Not in the city.
Okay. I'll share my findings with the others when I return.
Yep. You couldn't find one outside of the city either.
Okay. Did I notice anything else that might be of interest? I was kind of looking around
Yeah, the city is
with
quite...
the purpose of looking for something interesting.
Yeah, the city is quite busy, as mentioned previously. Mostly tradespeople are here amongst the common folk that live on this first layer. You notice that there's a smaller commotion going on, people gathering around a certain building, and they are carrying out someone, presumably under a blanket. As
I'll try to get closer to
Yeah.
hear what's the commotion about.
Yeah. You hear people talking about someone deceased just right now, just being old. Came to a certain age and...
I'll pull somebody's sleeve and ask, what's going on? What's the commotion about here? What's happening?
No, local tradesman died. Poor fella. around his 50s.
Oh, okay. Sad to hear.
Yeah,
In the end, it gets us all.
does.
Is he... What kind of persons are carrying the corpse?
Soldiers. There are 4 soldiers carrying.
I'll follow them and see where they are taking the
Okay.
dead.
They are. There's some people following the soldiers. They are bringing them or him to a kind of central, as if market area, and they just dump the body into a, what looks like a well. You can hear the body just slowly drop somewhere off.
Okay, interesting. What kind of a merchant store, or was it a living, like house?
It was
or
a
mer-
living quarters, just.
Okay. Well, if there was nothing else, I'll return to the inn.
Okay, sure. Where Tiap is just about to finish his meditation, and hopefully the message is seemingly you are sending it to him via WhatsApp or so.
Well, I can buy time and tell about my plan, why I was watching for those messengers and so on.
Mm.
Because we basically know one general, Enidoen, and if we could get him a message that, well, his relative is with us, he might, just might, be able to help us to get to the 3rd level. Because they say that family members and so on of the generals also get access to the higher levels.
That was what?
Mm?
That's it.
Okay.
Well, but since I didn't see like any messengers going, well, I don't know how to get to the inner levels, but or maybe you just have to go like from outside and. So I'm not sure how to get a message to him.
Maybe they just don't have reception on the first layer. And that big thing on the sky probably prevents all the pigeons from flying. Have you seen any birds here? Have we
I'm
seen any
talking
birds?
about a messenger
You see
guy
birds.
who just like walks
You see
over
birds.
and here's your
Oh,
letter.
postman.
Yeah, messenger, not
No,
I never said,
mailman.
I
It's
never
a
said a
mailman.
pigeon or something.
No, there is letters flying around.
Yeah.
What?
D&D after all.
It's not some fucking Hogwarts.
Oh.
I guess.
I mean,
I mean,
It might just be.
it's Leviosa.
So, did you receive the message?
Yeah, the Emperor has finished his meditation and has been going through his notes, or not actually, the markings on his staff, which contain the Is there emotions and words to do the sending spell? And within my room, I cast the sending spell towards Ness, of course, and that is possible because I know him, hopefully at least. And the message goes as follows: "Hello, this message is secure and you can reply." Sounds like a scam. You are in trouble with that warrant. Want to kill the queen with us? Sincerely, Tiapor. I can forward this. You can.
It's in the group.
Yeah.
Sounds so formal. Best regards.
Yeah, I capped on the words, so sincerely.
Yeah, sure thing. Okay. Takes a brief moment. Wanted? Explain.
Just a note. The webcam froze again. It has been cutting out constantly.
Yeah.
It's just laggy as shit.
Yeah. Discord's doing its own thing.
So Nest is replied, wanted?
Yeah.
Explain?
Yeah.
Thank you, Nest. And I relate this to Talmanam.
Well, you can tell him that we found a wanted poster about him for 5,000 gold pieces, and with no, it wasn't 5, it was Ness was, how much was Ness?
What is 5k?
No, Ferraz was 5k, Ness was a little bit less, it was something like 1.5, or was it 2?
Around.
1.5.
From Ness.
Nether is the newest bounty. 1,500 gold
Yes,
pieces.
yes.
Around the same as the one who slaves.
Mm-hmm. And there was wanted for killing.
I need to write that down. It was something for like killing her sister and betraying the queen or
Okay.
some shit.
So treason. Was it treason?
Something in between those ones.
Okay.
Tell him
Well,
I will freaking smack him in the face for giving me that cursed trinket.
maybe just tell him that we are in the capital and we found your wanted poster with 1.5 thousand for killing your sister and betraying the empire or queen, or well, you're a wanted man. Haven't you heard?
That's the word.
And reply with 25 words or less. That's probably it.
Okay.
Tiapor starts writing down words to make sure it's under 25. So just give me a moment.
Sure thing. You can just do it on the fly and I count and let's just cut it off.
No.
You wanted 1.5. Killed
I have
sister,
a
queen,
question.
mad.
Did Morgron see any other dwarves while I was circling around the city?
A few, yeah. You weren't the only one.
So I'm not okay.
Yeah.
And I also mentioned about the weird corpse sewers or something. the other guys?
He was circling the city.
Hmm?
Saw dwarves and a merchant getting killed or dying of old age, and after that they just dumped the body in a well.
A well.
Well. Oh well, you can ask him for more information.
Yeah. You would able to tell the information that there were, now that you think about it, there are several of these wells around the city, around in every air direction, north, east, southwest, that you have just seen casually, and now you just can connect them to be pretty much precisely the same, of the same design. But yeah, they dump people
Exactly.
there.
So what I was thinking, there might be a way that these are connected from the upper levels down. It's probably not clean work, but we could maybe get there to the higher levels through those.
Why are they dumping bodies down in wells?
To feed the rats.
I think it's very likely there's some kind of a monster. Maybe the one that we saw flying above the city. It's probably eating them.
Now he's using his head. What?
Tiabar is looking down into his notes and mentions like offhand, whether you could just toss the chain into the well and it would feed itself.
But I don't think they have any souls left in them. But that's true, the trinkets seem to enjoy eating dead blood as well as living. But I think it was clearly stated that we need to get some souls, so I assume that's like living persons.
Okay, and Tiabar starts preparing the spell, casts it, and tells the following to Nez. We are Chan. There's warrant of 1,500 Chee for you for killing your sister and treason. Dead or alive. One more message left.
You instantaneously get a message from Les. Okay. Just a brief pause.
Thanks.
I'm a dead man. It seems. Can I help? And just cuts there.
I relay this to the others. And I also tell them the message I sent to Nez.
Well, he could just go and assassinate the bitch. Or, if he has like 10 souls laying around somewhere, could sure use those.
Or both.
Exactly.
Well, we do have his help. We have no idea how long it will take him to get here. I
Meanwhile,
can
we
cast this.
could try to get a lay of the city and maybe get to the second level if he is willing to come actually this far. But you were saying?
Lost my train of thought.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Give me a moment. Yeah, I can. I have one more message left, as I mentioned. Then I need to rest to do it again. So it would be better to do it. Get done now. So I can send it to him. And we can, like you said, we can try to find information about the city while we wait. And it shouldn't take him it should take him under 20 days to get here, hopefully.
As you just say that, Jarn, is it? Get down under. We'll meet there in a week.
I relay this to the others as well.
Did he just send you a message?
He did.
It's listening to us.
No, he knows the spell too.
It's a message it's sending. Just a message is short range.
Oh, okay. So he knows this too.
A short range cantrip and sending is level 3 spell.
And
Yes,
we need to go to Australia.
Tiabra seem like goes silent for a moment and I relate the information to the others that Ness contacted me and said for us to get down under. Whatever that means, I have to say the same 25 words to reply. And the down under doesn't say anything to me, so I guess we should probably ask about that.
Well, I think he might mean those wells Morgan was talking about. But you could always ask to make sure and ask like in which one of those were there like 4.
Well, we could investigate. We have 1 week, but meanwhile we need to like really investigate the city to form up a plan and probably do some of those wanted quests to keep us busy and maybe collect those souls just in case.
How many days does the chain give you? How many days was it previously? 24 minus a week of traveling into Jarn minus 1 day you have spent here, which would be... well,
It was 18, so it's now 17.
Yeah. Just a reminder.
Mm-hmm. But since all the wanted posters say that we could, well, I don't know what the chain will do to those poor people.
Well, it has sucked up blood from the... It did suck up blood from the corpse in the one person we found it in.
Yeah,
So
I'm just wondering how do we prove that we got there, right? Do we need to cut off his head before it gets sucked dry, or what's the procedure here?
For the wanted
Yes, sir.
people?
Yeah.
A proof that the deed is done. I mean, a head, a corpse, get in front of them, slay them. You be the judge. I wanna see where this is going.
Yeah, well,
Usually corpse will do.
usually, yeah. But if we bring a shriveled, dry corpse, they might start to question things that what did you do? We can always lie that we let the blood out so that the corpse is lighter to carry, but who would believe that?
Or
I think we can show the corpse first, and then when they have seen it, we'll say that we will need the corpse. We like corpses.
Well, because we could just tell that Demogran likes drinking the blood.
Yes. We can say that in my clan, drinking the enemy's blood makes you stronger.
And crazy.
But yeah, that's Ness reply. He's still waiting.
Yeah, well, just comply that yes, we are in Jarn.
how to get down under? Please elaborate.
Elaborate this nefarious plan of yours.
It probably is the corpse wells. The normal sewers look like nobody can get in there. But it's better to ask than, well, be waiting in the corpse wells and nobody showing up.
Yeah, I don't know if there is any maintenance crew that goes down periodically and moves the corpses or something. Maybe Morgan, you should keep eye on the wells to see if any living people go down there.
So what do we wanna send to Ness? By down under, do you mean? And so nice to too long.
Huh? What?
What
too long?
do we wanna reply to Ness? What's the reply? 25 words or less.
How to get down under?
Is
Please
down
elaborate.
under the corpse wells. Is there anything else we need to know?
What is down there? Let's say you reply yes in Charn. What is down under? What is there? 7 days.
That's like only 13 words.
Any preparations we need to do?
So is down under the corpse well?
Mhm.
What is in there?
And where in there? I think they're probably quite a labyrinth down there.
Well, we don't know. We haven't visited.
Or which
No,
one of
but
them?
at least there are a lot of those wells.
Is down
Or
under
it
the,
might be totally hollow under there.
is down under the corpse well? What is in there? Where in there? And we'll wait.
Okay, so that's
Well, about
correctly.
those. What about
Ah,
those preparations? Do we
Ah,
need like? Well,
Well, he probably answers those. And we have 7 days to send back forward messages.
Okay. So, was that the exact message?
Yes.
Just a moment.
I think that's less than 20.
So what? We don't need those
Yeah,
5
yeah,
words
yeah.
anyway.
Yes, is down under the corpse well. What is in there? Where in there? We will wait. Any preparations?
Pretty much immediately. Down under the corpse shafts. Be careful, dangerous. A smaller pause. And the gift I gave you? What does she want? Help her.
Tiabra finishes receiving the message. Just mutters under his breath that the fuck I knew about this.
That motherfucker!
Tiabra stopped receiving. He fucking knew about the bracelet.
Oh my!
Well,
And
didn't I tell
relay
you?
the message to them.
Didn't I tell you that the lady I was talking in the chain said that
Netru completed his
yes,
task.
and it was the killing of his sister. So he knew about the lady in the chain. I don't know if he knew about the he in the chain or it in the chain.
Damn.
There's more butt bloodsuckers there.
I think I heard
So I can
you
still
wrong, but
reply.
What?
Uh,
I said bloodsuckers, not cocksuckers.
no. I mean, like the whole sentence was like,
What's your passive perception?
Who's mine?
Yes.
16.
6. Okay. Okay. That's 6. Yeah, right.
Oh yeah.
so I can still reply.
Mm-hmm.
Should I tell him that she wants 10 people killed, basically?
For the other dude in the chain.
I think, like, if you say it needs 10 bloods is enough about that. I guess he knows what it means.
10 souls. It was souls.
It was blah, you know.
It
I think
said
there's no-
10 bloods.
I think Souls was your
Own.
own group elaboration of the wording, but
I still remember 10 bloods.
10 bloods was the what she wanted.
Oh, that's true, because we were thinking like, what is the blood measurement? Is it like all the blood from an elephant or a mouse?
Well, it doesn't take in animal blood, so
Yeah, you have tried it a few times, right?
Yeah.
with disastrous
But like,
consequences.
is a dwarven blood equal to a
Well,
giant
you're
blood?
you are short but stout, so maybe the volume of blood is same as medium human.
That's true.
As you kind of are going through this discussion, what's the meaning of blood? What's the meaning of souls? Stuff like that. As you raise your hands, you can see the chain is wrapped around your wrist.
Oh hell, when?
And please throw wisdom saving throw without advantage this time.
Because it has advantage. Or something.
No, it seems that he really wants to talk to me.
Only Gosgen Gorvas or also mine.
17.
All silent. But chain.
Can I lower my wisdom?
Can I give a
like,
inspiration
like
to the
okay,
chain?
I focus on the chain. Like let's say I feel it in my hand and I kind of forget my mental defenses. Like I open myself, let's say.
Mhm.
And I'm possessed, probably.
Now we get to
Takes a
kill
while.
you.
As you think about you probably want to talk to it.
Yeah, what is it?
You look down to the chain. It's welded all the way. You cannot, like this wristwatch, you cannot get it out. It doesn't really move in any direction anymore. Hungry. Help her now.
Did you guys hear that?
You wouldn't.
Hear what?
Yes, the commotion downstairs is
No, not
bloody
that, you
annoying.
idiot. The hungry voice. The low growl-like voice telling...
Oh, that voice.
Oh, you stay
I know that
hungry.
voice.
No,
Nope, didn't
not the
hear
dog
it.
either. He doesn't speak.
You know what it means?
It's not the girl, not the woman's voice.
Oh, it must be the...
It's probably it.
It must be the other guy I heard. I have mentioned
Yes,
several times.
yes, you have. Okay.
So you think there's something else than except the woman?
Do you have a name?
No.
When do you need to be fed?
How much is that?
You probably eat blood. Oh, shut the fuck up. We need to go blood hunting.
Why?
Because
See,
this
first
thing in my hand, as you can see, I didn't put it there, it just appeared. Probably you can also see it.
You can see at this point, you can see it. You can feel it. It tightens up
Oh,
just
fuck.
a bit. There's a small trail of blood dripping down your hand.
It's getting hungry,
It's-
and it seems I'm the
it's-
lunch.
It suctions the blood back there. And you feel stronger as it does so. All your muscles flex just for a brief moment.
Steroids.
The chain feels irresistible for you right now.
Okay, I bring
Yeah.
up my mental walls.
You have let the beast already in.
I tried to vanquish it with meditation. Calm mind, my own mind. Please go away.
Are you trying to?
Yes.
Okay, great. Then,
Oh shit.
as you start
Please don't
to
charm me.
ward the creature off from the chain, you can see Tal going into a meditative position. Possession. Close your eyes, and you can see yourself as if you were in a dream, just stabbing someone into the chest with a knife and just feeding the chain into the wound that's just dripping lots of blood.
Am I seeing like myself from third person?
As
Or
if
as
it's,
in
it's
first
someone
person?
else. It's not your hands exactly. The vision fades away, and just for a moment you can see that you're holding someone's neck and just slicing someone's throat, and you can can hear the person. Just now, just let him feed, and just the vision goes
And
away.
was this a different person than the first one?
It was different.
How many more?
Mm.
Are they flashing like in rapid succession?
They are 5 seconds maximum. There are, if you go further and further,
Do I have a choice?
tens and tens. It will. You don't have a choice.
So it goes through every one of those.
It goes like this for 2 hours.
What the
As you are
fuck?
trapped into your mind, just seeing various persons here and there, the same person, just feeding the chain. Some people through killing.
What's
Please
the last
throw-
image?
Please throw D100.
D100?
Nice.
Oh fuck the get there and there. Let's see on the other side, boys. 48.
48. Okay.
I'm crazy now.
Just a moment, I will search for something. Okay. As you all kind of watch Tal just sitting there, you can see him just twitching as if he's being scared by someone. You see him babbling to himself, something inaudible. It doesn't sound anything like a normal speech. What languages can you speak?
Oh, so many. Common, Dwarves, Elvish, Sylvan, and Undercommon.
Hmm?
Common and Infernal. Plus, I can always cast Comprehend Languages, so basically anything.
Do you?
Are you?
When I start to go, oogla booga bligga bligga bligga.
Should I?
So you are not interested.
Well, I guess I will cast Comprehend Language on myself, because I think it's only self-cast. Yeah.
Oh.
So let's hear
Let's hear
Let's
the
hear
message
what
says.
he's saying.
Okay. You bring yourself closer to Tal as he's going rampage in his speech. Kill him. Just don't let him feed. Kill them all. Just don't let him feed. Kill them all. Just don't let him feed. Kill them all. And this just goes on and on and on forever.
I will relay this info to others.
Well, this would be quite a time that, if it was somebody else, he would be shooting them full of arrows by now.
This just goes on and on.
Uh,
Quietly in the room though. It doesn't get elevated at all, but just he's just murmuring to himself. You have to get quite close.
Do I say this in many languages or just one?
It doesn't sound like it would be just one language.
So I'm in this world for 2 hours. Is it the same 2 hours for them?
Let's say it's still continuing.
Okay.
Around 2 hours you start to get these hints of that you are talking to yourself in the meditative stage, and you others just notice it around that time.
Just as Ness was starting to communicate with the chain, I replied to Nesrul that the chain, she wants 10 bloods, will try to help her.
Sorry, can you repeat the last part?
We will try to help her.
Which I'll just repeat the whole message because I don't know which part it cut out from, but she wants 10 bloods, whatever that means. We will try to help her.
Okay. You get an answer. Okay. You need to kill people.
No.
In this, can I control my meditation in any way?
Not one
No?
bit. You're intransitive, but like you cannot control yourself at all.
Is that the whole message that Ness sent?
Sorry?
Was that the whole message that Ness sent?
Yes.
I shall reply, I guess that much. We will try to do that. We'll wait for you.
Should have done this before.
Goes on for a while, around 2 more hours. As you just open your eyes as if you just closed them and just blinked, but it felt like eternity. Inside of your head, you saw visions of people being killed for 2 hours, and it affected your mental health just a bit.
Were they all humans?
Various kinds, dragonborns, humans, just animals in the forest, just people tried and tried and tried anything to feel the chain.
What were the... Did I see Ness?
You didn't.
I didn't see Ness, okay.
But given history, please,
Historia!
and perception. Let's do a combined check.
Let's say the blue is perception and red is history because it's usually black. Well, I'm pretty perceptuous, but history goes under. History is 5, perception is 25.
Okay. In one of the visions, you did see something that in the landscape strikes you odd.
Odd or familiar?
Familiar in such way
That it shouldn't.
that it shouldn't. In one vision, you were out in the open field area. Long grass was around you, and you just shot an arrow to someone's chest, just leaped into the human, a longer leap than your average man could do, and kind of bite down into the neck of the human being and looked up, and there was just one moon. Something that hasn't been seen in your lifetime.
Yeah. I just witnessed Tarantino movie.
Tarantino! What is that?
What's a movie?
It's when you draw a lot of pictures and put them on a wheel and start spinning it. It makes a moving picture.
Oh. I didn't have those when I was younger.
No? Every elf kid has one when
Never heard of them.
when they are small.
Damn elves! Hiding all the fun.
Down
My
to Master,
immersion.
down to Master Fury
gone.
taking notes.
Had a nice
And
trip.
I woke up.
You wake up sweaty, and the chain still, it has loosened up just a bit, but still attached to your hand tightly.
How long was I out?
Couple of hours.
As you wake up, Morgan is holding your hand next to you and harassing it. There. The psychosis is setting in. It gets easier.
That's soothing.
About 2 hours or something.
Around.
I was kinda afraid that you were a goner.
Take your hand off of me if you want to keep it.
Don't worry, I won't be shooting any arrows at you.
I'll be stabbing you and feeding it to the chain if you don't stop.
As you say that, you instinctively take your dagger and just are about to stab Morgan really into the neck. Just
In that moment, if
Watch the beard!
But we can't know if he's more murderers than before.
it was kind of an impulse just to do so. It felt right.
Yeah. In that
He
case,
sure
I'll
seems as
cast
murderous as earlier.
protection from good and evil on me.
Mm-hmm. Let me read the spell.
As you put the knife on Morgan, Tiabra was already reading a spell.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm yelling that and saying that Tal, you know, I will not hesitate to put you down if you start attacking us. You know that, right?
Yeah, that's what you should do, because it seems I'm being a bit possessed, or at least the thing is affecting my mind.
Well, I don't see any change.
That's because you are not too keen on noticing subtle differences.
Well, you did try to kill him previously, so...
I was trying to stop him. Did you see me aiming for his vitals?
No, because I stopped following that act quite quickly because I was not interested in participate in that.
Okay, you cast the spell and
Fireball.
Brilliant. No, it's just protection from evil and good.
Yeah. As you do so, you can hear the chain chanting in your head.
Yeah, it's still hungry.
I would like to cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
Just want to check if I actually have. No, it's a ritual, so I don't need to have it even prepared. So I cast Detect Magic, and I would like to focus on the chain in Thor's hand.
Okay. Giving you the exact same sensation that you felt previously when you detected magic around the chain. Around, you can see the chain glow, the spell weave that's all around you, but at the same time it's suctioning it in. The spell weave strings that gather around you are slowly being pulled into the chain.
Okay.
And it's radiating a strong, really strong sensation of magic.
Figured.
We need to find something for this chain. Or I believe I will start stabbing random people soon enough.
Actually, looking at the Detect Magic spell itself, you learn the school of magic, if any.
Okay. Let me read this.
Well, you can always go to that corpse split.
Yeah, the
Pit.
corpse it should have some corpses, but
Yeah, because I think that old
And
merchant who died for old age, like, didn't get his blood drained.
Morgran saw me to the nearest one, and if possible, how long does your... Didn't you mention you have feather fall, Tia?
yes,
How long does the effect last?
1 minute.
Oh, fudge.
Look.
Does it have any noticeable effects? I mean, am I going to glow?
No. It doesn't show up on the recipient in any way, other than the falling speed being much lower.
Well, I think then I need to hurry up to the pit if I don't want to drain my own blood.
How do we get you up from there, though?
It depends
Well,
how deep it is, but we could lower some rope and see it after that.
What time of day it is?
Because
Because
you
first-
took your merry time going
Yeah, and
into...
because like Diab used first 4 hours to meditate and change spells, we
It
waited
was-
for him a couple of hours and
It's early evening, around 6 p.m.
And we are in north, it might become quite dark.
Yeah, chill of the evening is starting to set in.
because it might be easier to get into the pit without being noticed if it's dark.
Yes. My thoughts
Obviously.
exactly.
Tiap,
Mm-hmm.
you can feel.
Yes.
You learn that the chain is enchanted with 2 schools. It's a 2-school single entity item, and the schools are divination and necromancy.
Figures.
This is the first divination item I believe you have ever seen.
Yeah, it's the first item I have seen for myself, but I know of divination.
You would know of, you have read about it, but if you want to recall what you have learned, throw Arcana with advantage. I know that you have the keen memory thingy.
Yeah, but it might have been more than a month since I studied it, so I don't remember anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, that will be 22.
There's a single divination item held in your folk's history ever. A weapon that's been passed to your people. You heard the lores, nothing exact though, but divination is something that connects the godly beings with the people that are walking the earth.
Yep.
So it's like a cup phone.
It's a what?
Cup phone.
Mushy, mushy.
I bet.
There's a
Yeah,
cup,
basically.
there's a string and a cup, and you can talk.
Mushy,
I
mushy.
bet dwarves had those when they were little.
Nope.
They were just banging around.
No, you
And,
were so
and I
poor
didn't-
as a
I
child.
I didn't say that all of this out loud, so I looked at the chain and noticed that there's necromancy and divination, but didn't say anything.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
could you, Morgran, point me to the nearest corpse shaft?
Can Morgran remember the corpse shaft that would be in such a place that it's the most hidden
They
from
all
maybe guards or...
They were all out there in the open. There were 4 marketplaces, northeast, southwest, and all of the marketplace, all the shafts were surrounded by the marketplace. So there's a lot of people around them all the time.
So it's a fucking public dumpster.
Yeah, it was out there in the open. People were watching.
But it's evening. And going
Yeah,
past
let's
night,
go.
so-
Was there any like market stalls next to it?
Not directly. Imagine a open marketplace where in the center of the market there's a fountain, but instead there's a hole where you dump people.
Nice.
Cool.
Cool.
Okay, well, nothing then. I will agree to take
You
Paul
could
to the
always dump
nearest.
me down.
And I'll take both of my ropes. I'll take my backpack with me.
Okay.
I'll take my stuff with me as well. And at unpacking, I said that we should probably take our stuff with us, just in case the shaft is really long. and Tal can get back up, we might as well follow him. Because we need to get killed out anyway.
Actually, before we leave, Morgan says, yeah, well, I have 2 piles of rope here. We maybe should bind them together. All the rope that we have. And I also bought this, what was it? Climbing hook thingy.
Grappling hook, which was made for children.
Was it?
It's a gnome size. So it's basically a...
Can the grappling hook that I bought carry a kinda grown-up elf?
Well, it was mostly made for children. You saw children buy it, but it's sturdy enough that if you go one by one, it most definitely will hold, but can't hold many of you.
Even the fat dwarf with the plate mail.
Yeah, trust me.
Thanks.
No feather fall needed.
No, not needed.
The corpus will cushion the landing, so it's okay.
I can also conjure up a rope if we are in a pinch, but I would rather not do that because it's... Well, it glows, so it's quite obviously magical.
I still think we should bind these together. We have no idea how deep the well is, or the shaft. And it's probably pretty suspicious starting to bind some ropes next to the shaft.
You might as well do it now, in case we need it. It's not
Yeah.
much of a work. But I can, if we want to just, like free falling into the well might not be a good idea, since we don't know what is in there.
But we'll just throw the up there first.
Why would you throw tea up there?
Tal.
Oh, Tal.
Gosken.
If we hear screams of agony, we can just jump after him, of course.
Yeah.
How's the chain feeling in my hand?
Nice and tight.
Is it tighter than before?
You know the feeling when you keep a tight enough object in your hand, like a wristwatch in example. You'll get used to it by time. So hard to tell. But it's quite tight.
Yeah. Let's see.
It's not your dripping blood tight anymore, though. Not what you can see.
Do I have any idea how long will it stay satisfied?
No, you wouldn't. You can ask.
Well, let's ask. When will you start feeding on me?
As you ask that,
I'm still protected. 10 minutes.
yeah, as you ask, it's as if you were spacing out for a while. The others, you can see that Tal's taking a dagger from his waist and starts kind of carve a smaller hole into the tip of your middle finger and just talking to himself and just look the blood run all the way from the tip of the finger to the chain, just until it dries out and you come to your senses of what just happened, and there's no answer. Not what you can remember.
Yeah, maybe we should get going. Tal is clearly going even more insane than before.
While Tom has
on
been
that
carving
note,
himself up, Morgran has bound his own ropes together with the
Okay.
grappling hook, and I'll put them in my backpack.
Fuck, this is gonna fucking hurt me. On that notice,
You didn't take any damage though,
yeah,
just a minor bruise.
could probably there's no windows, or if there is curtains.
There are windows. You are on the second floor of the inn, all gathered in the same room. I think you rented previously 3 or 2 rooms. You just have gathered in one. You can see the buildings next to you, jumping distance away.
Alright, in my trance, did I see the people who were killing other people? How were they holding the chain?
You didn't. You just spaced out, as if there's a blank in your memory, and you just kind of start asking the question, and just about to drop blood from the tip of your finger to the chain. Just nothing. Just all happened instantaneously, while others were watching this for 10 or 20 seconds.
No, I mean, do I remember the visions?
Yeah, they had the chain, they stuck it to the wound, or just beat someone with the chain as long as they kind of were dead and dried out and such. And various ways of introducing it to people.
Yeah. Please be ready and do as you see fit from now on. I take my sword and stab myself to the stomach and cast Healing Spirit that will be hovering on my space for next 1 minute. It will heal me 1d6 hit points.
Do you cast it before you hit yourself with the sword?
Nope, because it would break my concentration.
Yeah, I think it. Well, I'm playing.
Okay.
I make a wound that will make a lot of blood, and then cast the Healing Spirit and hold my chain on the blood.
Okay. You see Tal just take up his sword, kind of do a seppuku style disembowelment to himself, just carve a longer cut into his chest and just mumble something and just drop on the ground.
Is the blood pooling on the ground?
It's pooling for a while until it's suctioned into the chain.
How are we going to explain this Oh, I might not need to.
Yeah.
There's no mess.
We really need to take all sharp objects of Tal at this rate.
At this point, throw a death saving throw.
Even with the spirit?
You didn't cast a spirit.
I did. I said I did.
You thought so. You stab yourself, and that's all others can see.
Well, don't I have to like make us check if it's
Remember,
something
you
I...
are currently insane.
Sure, why not? Why not?
Yeah.
When do I have...
As you can see, Tal mumbling something to himself,
12.
kind of leave a gargling sound, just spit out some blood, and he seems to be drying off quite fast. The wound from the chest or stomach is just gushing blood into the chain. You can see him go white.
Well, I guess I will cast Healing Word on him.
Okay.
I guess.
I guess. Okay.
I said to you do what you see fit, but seems like I didn't say anything.
Yeah. You just basically started killing yourself.
You said do as you see fit, but you stabbed after it and thought that you would be casting. You thought.
Okay.
You get
Um,
whopping 7 points of healing.
Okay.
I have no idea how much I have lost, but I'll be throwing some death saves, so... And it was 12.
Yeah. You wake up. You are on your side on the floor, just mouth full of blood. Just spit it out, and the swords next to you, all bloodied, and the chain. Just the remaining blood before your wound is closed.
Nice.
And you
You
hear.
fucking idiot!
And you hear.
What are you doing?
Morgrun tries to administer some first aid.
Does the chain seem to loosen its grip?
It does. A bit, but not enough for you to take it off anymore.
You probably...
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, nothing.
You suicidal piece of elf. We need to throw you in the corpse shaft as soon as
No.
possible.
And preferably take most of the sharp objects off you so you don't kill yourself again. Try to kill yourself again.
Well, it did the trick. The chain loosened a bit. It just needs more. And you were still thinking stupid ideas as how to infiltrate fucking well. Just throw me in, you pussies!
They can't fucking go!
Where's the fucking well, Morgrun?
That way.
Okay,
Damn
thank you. And I head out.
You start heading out. How about the others?
I'll follow suit. Ready to kinda grab his being if he starts to attack some random people, trying to bite their necks or something.
Yeah. For the sake of it, Ladda is not being in the room.
Yeah.
She's
Oh,
just
come on!
She's just playing in with Den without his facial cover.
In the other room.
In the other room.
Too bad.
Yeah.
I was
This,
at
this
least
would
one
have
to-
given some psychical.
More.
Yeah.
than previously.
Yeah. Okay, you start heading off to the well.
Yeah, Brock grabs his stuff and follows.
Kamos will first go to the other room and tell Dulatai that we are heading out for a while. If something happens,
Here's some money.
yeah, here's some money.
Stay in the inn.
Yeah, basically.
Just you look quite worrisome, probably, as you are saying. So, or are you?
Yeah, a little bit maybe.
Is everything okay?
I guess.
Okay. Thank you.
Tal is just he's not feeling so well, so we are going to see a doctor or something.
He seems odd.
He is.
Thank you.
But I will also inform the barkeep to like bring you food and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. So you should be good here.
Yeah. And just you leave her into the room with his dog. Sure thing.
That's the last we see of her.
Well, it depends. Am I stupid enough to follow you into the well? Maybe not. Or am I? Unless.
Always split the party.
Yeah.
We all three go, you are left, then you are captured, and then you are beheaded, and oh no, you make another character.
Or all of you guys die when you go to the well.
Oh no, there is 3 of us and only 1 of you.
First 3 of us, Latai and Den and me.
Side story brewing up here.
Yeah.
Okay, you all start heading up. By time you will find the well. There's a lot of people. The prime time of the market is going on here. It's around 6 to 7 p.m. There are hundreds of people around here, just walking by and such.
On the off skirts of the marketplace, do I see people pulling wagons?
Yeah. Some are setting just their place for the evening. Some are already leaving as their day is kind of a full. And yeah. One thing you notice, no one has their own place at the market. It's just, if it's free, you can put your stuff there and just sell it. People come and go.
As I make a roundabout in the market, do I see away from the market on the streets a corpse collector?
There's none around.
Bring out your dead.
Where was it? In Montipithen?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, why didn't we just... I'll say this after we have finished.
Yeah, I wasn't actually trying to go to the well for as in like straight away. There should be people going in and dumping their bodies there, so we could like, excuse me, can I have that corpse off of you? I can dispose of it.
Yeah, your way was like the express way of going.
We need a corpse. I'll make one.
No, we needed blood. I gave some. But
You're still weak.
Yeah.
You only got 7 hit points. The wound is closed, but there's something wrong with your intestines, maybe.
probably, yeah. But like in it said, it's still hungry, so probably one blood bag is the usual consumption. We need half of corpse. Now, who's willing to donate? Or do I just jump in the well?
Not it.
Not on me.
Nope. No thank you.
You were the last.
Yeah.
Yeah, my turn was before you. It's one of these two. Before me.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that, Mogran? That it was your turn before me?
Well, it drank some of my blood when you were shooting those arrows at me.
And now you are willing to share this information. How stupid can you be?
I didn't think it was that, important. Cursed chain. That's what they do. I think.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be a surprise because you have seen it like empty couple of guys from blood previously and drinking blood from here and there.
Yeah, but Mogran never said that he gave the chain his own blood.
Well, I don't think he used the word gave. He said
You didn't give me a much choice now, did you?
Well,
Crazy
that was
elf.
after you went all my precious and I don't want to give up the chain when I asked it. Did you also
I think
give
you
blood
should
at
jump
that
into the
point?
well before you hurt someone.
Oh.
And he went.
Oh, snap.
oh snap.
Bye-bye, crazy elephant.
This
Oh.
is
Great.
This is bullshit.
Let's see. Yeah,
Fuck
continue.
you, Discord.
I'll fix it meanwhile. What did you do? You
I did nothing.
Kicked the table.
okay. Let's see if the camera ever turns on again.
Hello.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But hey, it's not lagging anymore.
Maybe.
Yet.
Maybe it was the browser.
Maybe it was.
Anyway.
Anywho, I think we should... Let's not make a scene here. I think we look weird and suspicious enough without it.
Was there a slum nearby?
Not exactly slums. The first layer is anyway quite clean, but there are
Black alleys?
alleys, but nothing that looks dark or vicious.
Alright.
But you can hide.
Yeah. Don't really care.
And the graveyard was outside of the town city.
Yeah, what I need you to do is Tiap casts me a featherfall, Morgan ties a rope around me and carries me to the well as a corpse and drops me.
Can we just go into our well that's not that public and you just jump in?
Carry me as a corpse. It seems to be the way to go here. You just dump your bodies down. So if I look like I'm dead, nobody questions it.
And nobody would suspect the rope tied to you.
Well, nobody might know this.
I started to imagine like you throw Tal in, then you throw someone else in, and me. Just that's the few jumps there.
Oh look, it is a flying elephant!
And the rope from the ground is like...
Damn,
Not
nobody
attached.
told me to tie it up! Stupid me!
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
Theodore's going over his notes while we are walking and looking at the Feather Fall. Oh yeah, do you remember this? You need to be falling before I can cast the Feather Fall on you.
You sure?
Yes.
Was it a touch spell? Yes.
No.
No.
Okay, it was just yeah.
So...
But the OOC, it's the casting time is 1 reaction, which you take when you or a creature within 60 feet of you falls.
Yeah, it would
So
be easy
you
for
just
you.
in group just carry me and dump me and Chee, please react fast.
What were the components? Was there a verbal, somatic, and...
Verbal and material.
So you actually need to do them. Hocus
No
pocus.
verbal and
verbal.
material.
Not
There's
somatic.
no somatic.
Oh yeah.
It's only verbal and material.
Yep.
You don't
Basically-
fly,
basically
you
yelling-
fool!
Yeah, man. Yelling at the well.
Yeah.
Why do you need to fall?
I do hope you grow some feathers by the spell. Nothing.
Please just
So
throw
should
me
we-
down.
Should we throw him? Or do you want us to, like, come from somewhere else, me carrying you? Or do you want to just jump in my lap?
Do I need to be conscious when you cast a spell on me?
I don't know.
Yeah, there shouldn't be.
Yeah, it
There's no requirements for that.
doesn't.
Is it willing or...
No.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
You just
I choose up to 5 for a creature within range.
Yeah.
Yeah. We could always use your cape and like cover you with that.
Why are we still pondering on this? The easiest task there is just drape me up and drop me down. The fuck are you waiting for? I'm getting tired of this chain.
Mogran takes out his backpack from his back and takes the ropes and binds them to your... makes this kind of an... climbing Valiat
Harness.
whatever it
Harness,
is,
yeah.
harness binding on your crotch and waist.
Okay. Take some time, but you'll be able to do so. Who's carrying Tal?
Jump up. Or do I need to grab ya? Come on. Don't be shy. You won't be the first guy I've been carrying around.
Yeah, it's not that.
First
Just
elf
carry
though.
me as you see fit.
Like over the
I'll-
shoulder and
Yeah, like that.
Okay, so where is the other side of the rope attached to you, Mokra?
nothing at all. I hope.
Yes, I'll do the similar thing.
Okay, so
With
are you
me crutch.
are you hiding it anyway? Is it just around you? I mean, you could be able to hide it. In example, try to put your cloak on you, and it would be kind of under it. If you wanted to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like kinda under my cloak and stuff, things.
Okay.
How about we just dump him in the well and come back at night to fish him up?
Or you just do a nice little thing called misdirection and draw me down with the rope, the other end attached to the grappling hook you have, and you stump it to the ground next to the well.
Won't that be kinda obvious? A rope going into the well from a child's grappling hook.
No. You can always
then let's
stay and
do that.
mourn there for a second and wait for me to tell what's going on in the well.
Is the ground, is it like cobblestones or what kind of a ground there?
It's cobblestones.
Do they look like if I put a grappling hook there, it just won't rip a stone out? Or can I even put it there?
The ground itself is well made cobblestones. It's almost they are tiles, not exactly, but the well itself, it has a edge into it where you can quite easily attach the grappling hook.
Okay.
And leaning into it, you would even be
like-
able to hide it. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I think I can, that well or shaft's edge looks like I can put the grappling hook on there, clearly.
Yeah, you know your stone.
Do we really need to put the rope around him? Because if he needs it, we can just throw it down. Never mind. Let's go with that. I cannot be asked.
Well, if the shaft is leaning, going down in an angle, then I can use it to climb up easier. I hope it's not a vertical drop down, but who knows? As I mumble when I'm on Morgran's shoulder.
I'm carrying you in my lap
Yeah, okay.
or hands, like a bride.
Yeah.
Odd way to carry a corpse, but who knows? Yep.
Okay. As you start carrying him, the rope still attached.
No, the rope is not attached to any one of us. I
Okay.
have it under my cloak. on my
Okay, sure. So
shoulder.
it was okay. Sure. I was reading something.
So
here, sorry.
I can throw him in and then like throw the rope in and put it in the edge and lean to the side.
Nothing to see here,
Casually.
folks.
Yeah.
Casually looking at the dropping
Just
corpse.
dumping some bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yes, I will take out my flute and go to the market area and like start performing.
Ooh,
Oh.
misdirection.
Okay. First of all, performance check.
Oh,
What are you doing?
he's just performing.
Performing what?
His flute.
Flute. And well,
Play something sad.
yeah.
Shouldn't
A
you
funeral
play something merry and festive if you are trying to
Yeah,
get the...
let's say merry and festive, so I can like people's attention and so on, and
Okay, performance.
maybe throw a
Better-
cup to the
better
ground
idea.
to get some coins or
Okay.
something.
The point is not them not to look at us.
Yeah.
22.
Okay, as you start your performance, you go a bit before this all the blood takes change. It takes a while. People are gathering around you. Meanwhile, you do you, Morkran. Explain how are you doing this?
I'm crying a bit, like, and then I'm carrying my long lost friend in my arms.
Can you also draw performance check?
Yeah.
Why?
It's 7 plus
No.
Or
plus
minus
1, 8.
Oh,
8?
so it's 8.
8.
Okay, so as you are still conscious, it's the most unreal cry that you have ever seen a man do. Like, is he even crying? But it's not going to have any effect into this. Just
Oh my.
reminds me of the YouTube video.
yeah. Yeah.
I'm having a moment.
Now I can't get it out of my head. Imagine Morgan.
Diablo is walking behind the wailing Morgan, just kind of stoic. His head down.
Holding my cape. Holding my cape.
Yeah, it's just you get so awkward that you almost feel like slapping him, but
Kill me now.
Literally, kill me now. Yeah, as you get to the well.
I'll whisper, "Good luck." And then I'll throw him in.
So, the rope's still attached, right?
To me.
Yeah. It kind of takes a latches.
How about the feather fall?
Did you cast the feather fall?
Not yet, because he needs to be falling
Yeah,
for me to cast it. As he starts falling, I cast it.
He's falling. Cast it.
Like, really?
And already below the 60 feet marker. So do you cast it?
Yeah, as he starts falling, I cast it on
Okay,
him.
great.
And it looks like I'm just like saying my goodbyes.
Yep. The rope kind of tightens and it softens the drop, but you still feel it kind of join, yank you, and you are gracefully being trapped.
What? Still lower.
Yeah.
Lower. Okay.
Yeah, you Morkran probably is loosening the rope all the time.
Okay.
Your performance, meanwhile, has drawn quite a lot of attention. There's not too many around Morkran and Diab. You kind of watch the situation. You are next to the wall and 50 feet away from you, these guys are doing their thing. And after a while, you reach the bottom, but before that, a guard comes to you.
I know it's
Hey.
illegal.
You there?
Yes?
You can't perform here. You can't collect any money like that.
Sorry, sir. I'm new in the city, so I didn't
Figured.
know this.
But it's for the orphans.
What's your name?
It's what the fuck is it name? Vance Igaff.
Vance. I.
Gaff.
Gaff?
Egaf.
I have my papers if you need them.
Yeah, I would have to report this in.
Well,
Takes the papers.
well, we could. Don't have to report if you like get the money.
Nuh-uh.
Oh.
No, it doesn't work like that. Just writes something up. gives you a ticket of 80 gold.
How much?
80. You...
That much?
Yes.
But nobody told me about this.
Get away from here. Fucking do it.
Can't we talk this out?
Well, persuasion.
Be good, be good, be good.
21.
I'll listen.
Let's say you get all of the money I collected now, and I won't do this again.
Looks down into the cup. It's around 4 gold already around after 10 minute of performing.
That much?
Takes the money.
And I
I'm
will
still hands you another ticket for bribing an officer. That's 180 gold now, you scoundrel.
In a loud voice. Does quite bad impression of, yeah, you go away from here. Pest. Takes the money and just starts walking off.
I
Still
also
handing you the ticket.
No.
But you're not sure do you have to pay it. Just walks off.
Fuck.
You were given the impression that maybe you don't need to pay it.
Yeah.
As the guard, Morkran and Tiap, you would notice the commotion because he was being quite loud. You can see that he is ripping off something in his hands and just throwing it in the same well that you are lowering Tal into. But doesn't seem to notice.
As I saw that he's kind of coming, so I'll go to an mourning state.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
At this point, I will thank my audience and say thanks for noting me about this being illegal.
And yet people were still giving you money for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they might have also been new in city.
Probably because they knew that you'll need it soon.
Oh yeah.
Okay, pitying you and giving the money for the fine. Okay, were you saying something? Yep.
Yeah, nothing of importance. Continue.
So, you at the bottom. How many ropes did you tie to? So
2 because the guys didn't want to give me their ropes.
I don't have any ropes. So
I don't have one.
What? Lowsiest adventurers.
Performers don't get rope.
Unless you are in the bondage.
or getting hanged. but
Yeah.
it's not 50 feet. It's a bit shorter. But anyway. Anyway.
He had rope.
Yeah.
You didn't ask him for it.
You reach a elevated point. You are not at the real bottom of this thing. You come into a crossroads kind of a thing. There are 3 paths in front of you, all going up a bit, all of them leaking something, looks a bit like a sewerage. There's a way down. There are bloodstains where you are staying. It's a slope, but as you are lowered there, without having almost 100 feet of falling speed, which would equal to a lot, you can stand there. The corpses have been hitting it, most definitely, and they kept going down below.
So it's like straight down, then there's a little
Slope though. It's not
slope from the shaft.
Yeah,
Slope.
you are standing on a slope. I can draw it too.
No, I'm just imagining, was the first drop
Instantly.
like vertical, and then there came a slope?
I'll draw it too. It's easier like this.
This whole way is like
Like a ski slope. Or a half pipe. There's
It's
a gnome coming with a
bad
skateboard.
drawing, but like this. It's not that steep though. It just continues down.
Okay. How far is this now from the...
Around the full rope, 100 feet.
the two ropes? Okay.
One rope length is 50 feet.
Mm-hmm. And am I hanging on the air or...
You are standing on the slope. Steep, not steep enough to make you sleep.
Okay. Is there anything on the slope?
Blood, stains.
blood.
Blood stains.
Various other kinds of goo and human remains, not really, but stuff that comes from people.
Pee-pee and poo-poo.
Pee-pee and poo-poo.
Yeah.
But you know that
He's-
people, they
leak.
leak.
Mm-hmm.
They die.
Pieces of skull and hair,
Mm.
awesome smell, maybe.
Mhm.
Yeah, really, really nice.
And the tree,
Do I see down?
you do not. It goes way down. And the tree pathways, they have enormous, what are these?
Bars?
Bars, yeah.
Anything against the bars?
No. Just blocking the way.
Okay, how far can I reach those bars?
You would have to jump. The whole, it's almost when you widen your arms
Okay.
on both sides. The jumping distance is about that big. The well is quite big.
Well, I'm
It's not too
still
narrow.
still on the rope, so I take my rope of 50 feet
Okay.
and jump to the bars and try to tie my rope on the bars.
Okay. You jump. Easy task for a champion like you, this high level. already.
Athletic.
Yeah. Yeah, you do so. And do you go down?
After I tie my rope
Yeah.
on there. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
And does it seem like the rope that Morgran's giving to me has
Morgran, you can feel the rope tighten around you, just as you are doing your thing, jumping on the onto the bars, and it's at its end.
Okay.
Already.
Hitman. 100 feet probably still carries a voice because I'm in the well.
It would echoes, but
Yeah. Guys, I'm on a ledge and it still goes down. I'm gonna release my rope, I mean Morgan's rope, and keep on going with my own. Be right back. And I release myself from the harness and make a loop around me.
Yeah.
So I can release rope and
yeah, so
rappel down.
sure thing.
Meanwhile, on the top, I probably heard this. He was such a nice lad. I hope you are lucky wherever you are going.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah. Great. You start reaching the real bottom. There's a opening. The pipeline comes into an open area. You can see the bottom though with your dark vision. There's nothing there though. There are no bodies. Its material is rock. It's as if this was carved or chiseled or whatever. It's a tunnel. Looks like a tunnel.
Is it a cave of some sort?
Yeah.
Like a dome?
Yeah, dome.
Bigger area?
Yeah.
Can I see to the end?
No, you wouldn't.
And on the bottom I don't see corpses. Do I see any remains?
No.
Yeah, nice. In that case, I use... Oh no. God. And I can reach the bottom. Okay. I go down.
You go down.
And the rope is long enough. Yes. Okay.
You can walk, let's say, 10 feet around you until
Okay.
the rope catches.
And I see nothing.
You see nothing.
I'll spend one spell slot of first level for primal awareness.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for any... I'm sensing whether any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fey, fiends or undead are present within 1 mile.
Okay, just a moment.
It doesn't reveal their location or number, but it tells me if there is any.
Yep. Before you do that, you'll get a response. You hear and feel the ground.
That's a big shit.
Just walking around you, just a bit out of your reach. Vision. Something circling around you.
I'll do a... Misty step.
Which direction?
Up.
Okay.
I'm directly under the rope.
Yeah. Do you still cast the spell?
Huh?
Do you still cast the detect thingy?
No, it's not a like ongoing effect.
Yeah. But you cast it once.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Doesn't give up anything like that. But
Oh wait, it's 60 feet away from me because I can't see it.
yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in
As you
that-
jump up, you can hear just and something's hitting the ground quite hard. You can hear all the way up that something just slams on the ground. It gives you all the way up there a small shock wave. Just the air just lifts up. And you can see below you something big, something that has wings, just two large hands on the ground, just looking up on you, and just where we are going to end today's game.
Just before we end, do we hear this?
You do. Everyone around you hears a loud bang come out from the tunnels.
And that's the end. No actions.
No actions. Let's
Okay.
have it next time.
God damn it.
I was like, okay, no action. No.
Are you pulling the rope?
Oh,
Yeah, I was.
he's weightless. This is cool.
Am I this strong?
I'm not even sure why I would do that.
Like, oh hell no.
I mean, it's a human
You didn't
reaction. Just
need this anymore, right?
Fuck.
But now he probably does.
let's be on our way somewhere else. But yeah, thanks for today's game again. Whew.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, nice chat action again.
Yeah.
Few people were,
We only
commenting
needed
and-
one reboot of browser and we got our cameras working.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
us. We may start to think about rebooting it once again if we encounter that again. So let's remember.
Yeah.
Great. So next week on Monday, 18000 EET.
Welcome back.
Like it says anything to the US guy watching, but 18000's finish time.
Finished.
Like it tells more.
Yeah.
I have no idea how many plus hours is it to US time. 10?
Well, it depends on which part of
What
US.
part of
Yeah.
It
the
is.
USA are you?
Yeah.
It is 4 p.m. GMT.
Yeah.
Oh.
And there's an awesome
Prime
website,
time.
World Clock or something.
GMT,
Just
you
like
mean?
Pick Helsinki and your city from
Yeah.
there, and it'll show it.
East Coast.
Oh wait. Are we now GMT plus 2
Yeah.
or GMT plus 3? I don't
Yeah.
know.
Not too far away.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, so it's about 11 o'clock or something.
Yeah, he
But
commented East Coast here 13:55.
So we are 7 hours.
So
ahead.
7
2
hours.
p.m.
Yeah.
almost.
The
Not too
difference
far
is only
away.
7 hours.
Yeah, but I mean, when the stream starts, it's like at 11 or so.
yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't
true.
mean the difference is 11 hours.
Ah.
Peru.
Yeah. But anyway, it's
Yes.
pretty nice to hear and see that someone's watching all the way from the other side of the world, almost. Pretty
Well,
cool.
Indeed.
basically.
Other side of the pond, you mean?
Yeah. Fine, yeah. But
Yeah.
anyway,
If the
hit
Earth
follow,
is
hit subscribe.
flat, is it? Yeah.
Yeah. There's information down below. See you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.